Not too much. I was just starting to record a video. I said, let's call him. Greg Goldie commented on your channel, huh?
Yeah, I was actually surprised how funny. Like he just said something nice. I think he said the same thing. Well, not as much as he said to you. He was just like, "Thanks for the shout out, brother." I'm like, okay.
He's a
I don't know what to say. I'm like,
dude. He's a super, super nice guy. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He was very, very courteous to me. I met him when I was younger, and then I met him when I was a little older. I'm not friends with him, although I would like to be because he's a phenomenal guitar. Greg, what was that lick in that live video?
yeah, no kidding.
But he's one of the most underrated rock guitar players I think of our time. And you know the funny thing, and I tell the story is when Dio put together that music video with all the singers and all the guitar players.
Oh yeah. He's the one that
He's the one that Dio picked out of everybody. Greg Goldie.
Yeah, and also the way I understand it, the producer picked Goldie to start the first player because he knew that Goldie would lay down a track that was like had some rhythm to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be like if you put anybody to lay down the track, it'd be a bunch of fucking a bunch of tones and shit.
Yeah, and I remember like the first time I saw Jafria, I was like, who the fuck are these guys? And then I was like, oh, Jafria, Greg Jafria from Angel. And then there was a guy named Bobby that I grew up with in South Florida as a kid. I was going into bars at like, 15 with a fake ID. And this guy, Bobby, he was a hairdresser, but he played guitar. He was, I think, he was someone's cousin. I don't know. He was someone in Angel's cousin. This guy had the most incredible fucking hair. The One of the prettiest guys you'll ever see on the planet. And then it made sense to me. And like some of the big bands that would come into town knew who he was. And I didn't, so I just figured he was real. His name was Bobby. He was a hairdresser. I don't even know where this guy's at anymore, but and back then, he started telling me about Greg Jafria, and he's got this guitar player, and it was a weird thing. But then when Jafria came out, I saw Greg Goldie with his hair and everything. I was like, holy shit, this guy looks great. The solos are really cool. He's got great tone. And then I saw them live, and I was a kid, and I got to meet him, and he was really, really gracious. He took his time out. I got to talk to him and ask him questions. He answered everything. He was a super nice guy. And then I met him later when I started playing with famous bands, and I don't know if he knew who I was, but I talked to him again, and he was the same thing. He never changed after years.
He knew who you were when you know why? Because the way he left that message.
Oh, maybe.
So, no, yeah, he knew who you were. Oh yeah, of course, because the way he left it on my page was just like, hey, thanks for the shout out. Brother, but it wasn't like, hey, Chris, you know what I mean, or hey, Steve. So it was, with yours, a little more.
I know. See, I didn't think of it like that.
Oh, no, he knows who you are, absolutely, and he probably knew who you were, like the second time you met him, if I had to guess, because I don't think you did. I don't think you did a bunch of drugs or nothing. He seems really.
No, he's a really nice guy.
And then, like, what got me was I'm pretty sure that that in the shape I'm playing is correct, but like the way he's playing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's gonna take me like a couple weeks, or like a week, and like I'm gonna have to get my fingers a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are you off today?
I'm actually sitting in the break room right now.
When do you call me when you get off?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah. I'll tell you what happened with the hospital and all that. I'm gonna do a video on that now in the Comanche. And then I'm gonna go in the living room. I'll check out your videos and everything.
Yeah, that one, like, honestly, like I did a long version, and it's just like, I don't know, it's not the greatest because I do some tapping in it, but anyway, it's just, I was just trying to tell people, like, you want to get out stronger hands.
Yeah.
And I don't like their hands stronger, but, you know, I mean, I'm
And
surprised.
yeah, and that goes back to what we said a long time ago. You got to practice what you're going to play. Yeah.
And then it was weird because he didn't comment on the short. He commented on the longer video.
Oh.
We watched. Yeah, the ones that's like 4 minutes or 5 minutes long. You probably watched most of that. You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, just that guy. That's someone I wouldn't mind meeting. You know.
Yeah. Me too. I'd love for him to be able to come on the channel or something so I could talk to him, and even a Zoom or something where I can get him on and have him describe some of his techniques in those live solos, because I can't figure it out. I really can't.
After I watched that, like, check out, Philadelphia. So anyway.
Yeah, that's the one.
After I watched him do that little lick thing that I'm trying to do, I was like, or that I'm somewhat doing, I was like, okay, wait a minute, because it sounds just like what fucking Gus G does now, and I'm like, that's the same shit that Gus G does.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm talking like, wait a minute, but he does it cleaner than Gus G, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm when he's doing like the high runs on the high E string, and B string, he's like,
what would have been interesting, dude? To be honest, if Ozzy took fucking Craig Goldie.
I think he would have probably had much more hits, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I believe so too.
By the way, you can tell by the way, okay, so I went back and watched your video when you were talking about pattern position, and then I watched his video, and I was like, they're very similar. Like the way I play, like the modal thing.
Yeah.
I don't think too many people do it like that. I don't think they look at it my way. I think they look at it more your guys' way.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Well, he's doing a lot of hammer-ons and fluff, but he does them so fast. It's like, and then he also came up with that little tape for dampener, like Michelangelo Bagley does. He put that on.
Yeah, he does that better, I think.
Well, and then like you were like I thought Joel Brewster. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Joel. I think he's great, but like when I do it in 1985 or
yeah.
It takes, it's like, and he had no problem doing it.
My first finger tapping stuff, was Eddie Van Halen, but it was Stanley Jordan, a jazz guitar player who was playing bass lines and leads.
Yeah,
I saw him before Jeff Watson. Yeah. What's that?
You know who Jeff Young is? Probably you, right?
Who?
Jeff Young.
Yeah. He's a great guitar player.
Yeah, he actually is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll call you back. I got a couple hours I got to be here, but yeah, thanks for calling.
Yeah, man.
And I was surprised that he, I don't know. Actually, I'm not surprised because the kind of person he is. Like, and you can tell. Like, he said something. Okay, so this is what really stood out. I was watching real quick another interview he did, and he straight up said, "Look, like we're not having, in my family, I'm breaking that cycle. We're not having kids being abused." And I was like, "Well,
yeah."
Because we had this, the 4F rule, and I'm like, "The fuck is this?" I'm like, "Wow." And so I already kind of developed a likeliness towards him. I heard
yeah.
that. He's like, I'm not going to be beating on my kids or my kids.
He's awesome, man. He really is.
Anyway,
all right, man. Go enjoy your break. All right, brother. Bye. So Greg Goldie commented, Greg, my email is jittboy@yahoo.com. Please contact me. I'll give you my number. We'll talk. Because I'd love to have you on the channel and talk about your licks and get to know. Out of everything, even being an incredible guitar player that Craig Goldie is, he's an amazing person. And that's what I want people to see. Again, it's about family first, friends. Well, actually, God first. For me, it's religion. Whatever your religion is, for me, it's God, Christ. I know I talk like a truck driver. That's a bad habit. But I also, and then family, friends, and then music. So yes, thanks, Greg, for doing that. That's amazing. So this is G&L Comanche. I was in the hospital for a few days. No water, no food. I won't get too much into that because there might be another lawsuit involved or some other stuff. But it didn't go well. I was supposed to have surgery and that didn't happen. So I was in there for days, no food, no water. Thank you, HBC. You suck. No offense to the religious people out there, but thank God. What, Greg? What's that old religious? God's a day late and a dollar short, but always on time. Anyway, this is a dream guitar for session guys. So let me explain. No 60 cycle hum and their single coils. It is a G&L Comanche, and this is a resonance knob. So you can add bass, and this is a presence, and then when you get in here, it's a tone control and a presence knob. That's why you get that weird sound. Why isn't this the number one guitar used by session players in Nashville? I don't know. So the end of the 59 debate is right here. You got Andy Wood, which you guys know my opinion of him, but we'll use him as an example. He uses Suhr guitars and he does a lot of Nashville stuff. You got Tom Bukovac, who's got a lot of vintage guitars where Andy's using a modern Suhr. You got Justin Ostrander and Nicky V. They got old guitars and new guitars. So why isn't the 59 on all of their owned by every one of those or used by one of those and borrowed by one of those? Because it doesn't matter. So the end of the 59 debate is right there. Also, worship tutorial. Robert Jones from New Hope Church reached out to me. Thank you, Robert. Let me explain what I mean. What they're doing is wrong. It's the intent behind the way that they market products using the Lord. The intent of Andy saying, please donate to my internet bill. Thank you. God bless you. The intent with that name or anything connotated towards the Lord. The Lord is the Word. The Word is God. That's the end of discussion. You should not be selling fucking anything out of there. If you have a bake sale on a Sunday, that money goes to the church, for the church. End of story. All that Line 6 money isn't going to the church, is it, boys? No. So you shouldn't be doing it. It's wrong. Your intent is wrong. Therefore, what you're doing is wrong. So let me pitch it the way I would. Hey everybody, I'm Johnny guitarist from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm a Christian musician, Christian guitar player in my church, and I don't take money from my church to play for the Lord, because it's my pleasure, my honor, my duty. And if they insist on paying me, I take that money and I bring it to the Women's in Distress group, and I donate it every week. Here you go, ladies. Give it to somebody that needs it. I'm blessed by the Lord. I just want to say, this guitar is amazing for us church musicians. Why? Because it commands my attention, because I can do any kind of tonal possibilities. You can hear adds bass, adds treble. See, would the apostles be shilling? No. Nobody would be shilling. The only thing you shill is the word of God. But see, I just told you about a product. Did I say anything about a church or show you clips? No, I don't need to. So there you go. It's your intent, people. So like my intent of the channel, I don't take any of the money, even though I can go and take money. I don't take any money. I demonetize my own channel. My character is my intent. Your character is your intent. If your character is to sell Line 6 products and sign NDAs for a free product, your intent is shitty. Great sounding guitar. So the gentleman that sold me this guitar plays in the church. Works for the city. He was asking a lot of money for the guitar. Not a lot of money, but a lot more money than... He kept banging the price down. I think it was like $500 or $500 for the guitar. I asked him if he would meet me at Guitar Center in Hollandale, so he was safe. And I peeled out $600 bills. I said, here you go. He's like, you don't want change? No, sir. It's my pleasure to give you what you asked for. Why? Because you were honest, you got a hard case, and you're a hardworking man. See, we're not supposed to take advantage of people. For self-gain. HBC. Sticking me with needles after needles after needles to get a surgical charge for a code is taking advantage of a situation. Take advantage of people and their insurance for wrong intent. You people should be out of fucking business. I got a video with Danzig's guitar player coming up. Not with him in it, but about his thing. So you can take an arpeggio like that and create a melody. Here's the B minor, E minor, A minor. So here you go. Now you get a song. Let's start it on E. Let's get a. So let's see. Let's go from E. It's got the B. The B5 is. Got a G, so we can use. Let's go back. Let's do E. Right? 2B. 2E. Back to E and then A. And the fifth of E is E. Right? So then we're going to use G as the turnaround because that's the relative minor. This is how I create songs. I just had this idea just now, using the arpeggio to create the song. Let's see, we'll have to find D. Let's try it that way. See, you can be fucking clever. You just gotta figure it out. So you start here again. You can get a whole song out of that. You just have to work that out. And I got most of it worked out right there in front of you. That's how I would come up with a song out of arpeggios. Because those are all my minor arpeggios out of G major. So maybe I would use that. But see, this is how I come up with ideas for song. And that was by accident because it was just showing you stuff. So that's really cool. Again, so the hospital thing, let me get into that a little bit. Thank God that they had a woman that they just hired who was an anesthesiologist who didn't want to put me under, because the doctor lied about the surgery. He lied about a lot of stuff, and he didn't take protocol into consideration. And he didn't take in consideration everything I told him about my prior health and my prior surgeries, ignored it, and didn't call the proper people. And when she asked the same questions, thank God, I said, he knows all that and didn't contact you or the cardiologist or prearrange for anything. He fucked up. And thank God for you, because if you would have put me under based on what he said, exactly what you said, you can't put me under because you don't want to take the possibility of killing me. Hence why I'm here after 2 or 3 days with no food and no water. So it was a fucking nightmare for me. But thank God I'm alive, and I might know what is actually wrong with me. Can we add that today? No. Maybe. There you go. There's some more chords for the song. See, it's just a matter of noodling to come up now. Now that that's almost like a pop song, an easy kind of like, maybe not quite an Adele, but maybe more along the lines of, that could even go into the country if you add some of that. I mean, you could turn it into something like that. My intro. Who knows? Well, there's a partial song. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a little bit long, but there's some Greg Goldie stuff. I would love to talk to him and pick his brain and show what an incredible human being he is, because a lot of times we don't get that in life. So JITTBOY anyway at yahoo.com. If he reaches out, he reaches out. It would be amazing to have him on the channel and talk to him. Maybe we'll just do a phone interview or whatever. But anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you for your support. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for, everything out there. Your prayers, everything. Again, it's all based on the intent we live our lives. And it's the intent in which we show our character. Our intent shows all our true colors. Peace out and have a great week. I don't know what's going to happen. I got to go see some people next week. So maybe I get a chance to do one video. Again, hopefully they can fix me.